Hello everyone, and I'll be playing this magical girl is a bitch. So we play as Tabbie, who one day gets the powers of a magical girl from a magical pixie and uses it to whack the shit out of anyone that stands in her way. Basically, I think that's the premise of it. So let's start. It was a dark and stormy Monday. Oh, and the little cruiser is a little wand that sparkles. That's adorable. Oh, anyway, Monday. Like any other day of autumn, the sky was overcast, but the students of Middling Middle School were unfazed by the gloom. Instead, the halls were unusually charged with electric excitement and spectacular anticipation.
And last but
Oh, they didn't really go all the way out.
today marks the first day of Halloween Spirit Week. It's time to decorate your homeroom.
Oh, okay. The students collectively groaned.
First place gets a prize. That's right. The first place class gets their own pumpkin pie and ice cream
Ew.
party. So, put your best effort in, everyone.
Not even apple pie? Pumpkin? Ugh. Okay. That's not that motivating, but okay.
If you want.
If you want.
More info online or, around. Yeah, keep an eye out for those Spirit Week posters, y'all. Happy spooky season, mascots.
Uh-huh.
I heard Mrs. Ramirez's class had something really good planned for their deco. Like guaranteed when good.
Yeah. They're just trying to intimidate us by spreading rumors. Besides, remember last year? Everyone said that one homeroom class had it in the bag, but then there was that fire.
Fire.
Oh yeah, the 8-foot skeleton incident.
8 foot.
Exactly. Did they ever find out who let that skunk loose?
Skunk?
I don't think so.
Well, the point is, who knows what'll happen this year?
I guess we do have a lot of talented people in our class, like...
Oh, hey, Tabbie!
Good morning, Tabbie.
Tabbie was not having a good morning. In fact, Tabbie never had a good morning when she was at school. Bang. There were too many people looking her way, watching her every move, waiting for her to trip up so they could laugh at her.
They're always sneering at me. Like they think their little cliques are too good for me.
Girl, you seem very popular. I think you're in your own head here.
Hey, Tabbie.
Like I'm less than them. Less than human.
Man, Tabbie is so cool.
Why does she think this way?
Yeah, the real aloof type. Like a spy or a secret agent. Or somebody who's undercover.
Pretty sure those are all the same thing.
I always want to ask her to hang out, but I'm like super intimidated. Think she would say yes?
Just because we're in the same homeroom? Not a chance.
What?
Way too cool for us.
No wonder she thinks that way. Tabbie grew out of wanting friends fast. Endless bullying will do that to someone. She couldn't even imagine being that naive to anyone anymore. Tabbie was fully aware that this was her destiny, to be alone, unwanted, forcibly isolated.
Excuse me. Need to get to my locker. Hello? You good?
Molten rage and mild embarrassment bubbled through Tabbie as she stared into the face of her ultimate nemesis, Eden. Eden something or other. Last names didn't matter. It was how he treated her that made her seethe with frustration.
I hate him! Always ready to tear me down at the first sign of weakness.
Girl.
I can see it in his eyes now. He's going to.
Listen, are you gonna move or do I have to move you? I don't want to be late to class. Come on, let me through.
Was that a threat?
What?
Tabbie slapped the hand to her mouth, worrying she had thrown herself in unnecessary danger. Who knew how bullies like Eden might react to being questioned? This girl does not deserve to get a magical wand. Kind of in her world. She looked around in vain at the crowds milling around them, not seeing a single friendly face.
I can't trust any of these bystanders to stand up for me. If only there was a teacher around.
Is that the bell?
Oop.
I'm just gonna go for it. Excuse me.
Tabbie watched in horror as Eden reached for her. Defend yourself? The boy not doing. Let's see what she does, though. Before she even knew what was happening, Tabbie's hand moved on defensive instinct, making contact with Eden's face. Achievement bitch slapped? The resulting smack was pitiful to hear, and Eden seemed more confused than hurt.
Ow!
I was just trying to defend myself. You were going to hurt me.
Who's screaming? What's going on here? Come on, kids. Class is almost starting. Why are the two of you still loitering around?
Tabbie spun towards her homeroom teacher's voice in recognition, searching for his authoritative presence.
Mr. Teacher, did you see him?
Sorry, Teach. Tabbie just wouldn't move.
The hallway rapidly emptied out around them as any stragglers and witnesses fled to their respective classrooms.
I just need to get my books. Promise.
Is there a reason you can't move away from Eden's locker, Tabbie?
The teacher just was fed up. I don't need to see his face to look like he's fed up. Tabbie gawked incredulously at her homeroom teacher and then stepped off to the side, shaking her head no.
How could Mr. Teacher take the side of a known bully?
Honestly, she should have known. No one will be on her side, not even the ones in charge.
Since I'm on my way to class too, and I have the worst headache from moving pumpkins all morning across campus, I'll give you all a pass. You better be in your seats by the time I get there. But no running. That includes you too, Caleb. I know you're just waiting for your friends, but don't let them make you late.
Oh. Was Kaylin an onlooker or a narrator? For just a second, Tabbie considered speaking up and pleading her case, but the moment passed as quickly as it came. Mr. Teacher didn't bother to linger, all but jogging off to greet a different group of students. Tabbie stared suddenly at his back before walking briskly in the direction of her classroom.
All right, settle down, kids.
Mr. Teacher attempted to ring his classroom homework class in for the 5th time that morning. But just like every other year, the students were too excited about Halloween Spirit Week to pay attention. He decided to launch into his 3-part lesson on the history of Halloween anyway.
Halloween originated from the pagan festival Samhain, which marked the end of the harvest and the dwindling berry between humans and the other world.
A portion of the students fell for his well-rehearsed hook and began to quiet down.
It's easy to forget about all of that in the modern-day Halloween traditions, but if you take a closer look, you'll see that many have deeper historical roots. It's really quite fascinating stuff.
Even so, a handful of students continued to discuss their Halloween plans and touched excitement.
I can't wait for you guys to see how awesome I made my costume for the Halloween party. The lady with the super freaky haunted house on my block helped me design it.
I still can't decide whether to be a zombie werewolf or a vampire ghost. Unless... Do you think I could be a zombie werewolf vampire ghost?
It could be done, right?
Oh, are we talking costumes? $20, my monster costume is the scariest.
How fitting for the bully to look terrifying people.
Your face already scares me.
The other kids nearby laughed in surprise too, which caught Mr. Teacher's attention.
Is something funny? Tabbie, do you have something to share with the class?
Tabbie felt her stomach drop as the whole class turned to stare at her. Of course, he let his favorite student get away with talking during class, but not her. Tabbie tried to swallow the lump forming in her throat, but she just became more nervous by the second.
I think we're all just excited to dress up for Halloween. I know I can't wait to decorate homeroom.
That's great, but I still have 30 more exciting slides about Halloween throughout the decades.
No one really cares. The class collectively groaned. Tabbie breathed a quiet sigh of relief.
It's really quite interesting. There's fascinating tie-ins with the Day of the Dead and the glorious gourds of harvest. I could wax poetic about it.
You already gave this presentation before.
Well, I did more research, and now I have extra footnotes.
Now you're doing it again. The class collectively groaned again.
Oh, fine. I don't know how I was supposed to have a normal class this week anyway. Why don't we put a twist on it by giving historical context to our proposed decorations?
What, reenact the Salem witch trials?
That's a cool idea. We could pretend to burn you.
What? He totally just threatened me in front of the class! Surely Mr. Teacher won't let that slide!
Yeah, Tabbie would be such a good witch.
I don't know if the school board would approve of that.
He's just going to brush it off?
Girl.
All right, kids. I'll start dividing the class decoration types into groups and share a mini lesson about each of them. So, listen up.
This teacher is doing too much.
For instance, why do you think pumpkins became associated with Halloween?
Like, let's look at the mini
There's
lessons.
something else that's happening around the same time.
What is?
If you want to take care of the jack-o'-lanterns, try and answer.
Eager hands shot up in the air. Mr. Teacher picked out one of them.
Because it's harvest season?
Ding, 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 ding! You got it! Harvest season is decorative gourd season, folks. Carving pumpkins was a tradition before Halloween. But the term jack-o'-lantern started with Stingy Jack, an Irish legend that will give you the heebie-jeebies.
Tabbie turned the rest of the lecture out, only listening to for what themed decoration was being offered next. Mr. Teacher droned on and on until finally...
Why do you think Halloween was associated with death? Whoever gets this one gets to be in charge of making all of our skulls and skeletons.
Tabbie was never a class participation kind of girl, but now her hand flew up in the air. Mr. Teacher looked at Tabbie, eyebrows raised in acknowledgement. By some Halloween miracle, she could see her name forming on his lips.
Probably because winter is coming, right?
What?
Back then, lots of people died in the winter.
That's correct, Eden. Winters 2,000 years ago meant
Yeah, that's not fair. Tabbie seethed at the injustice of it all.
How could they do this to me?
Tabbie was the one with a special connection with skeletons, but every single year? Well, only last year, but... Last year, Eden swept in and snatched what she wanted, what she deserved.
Hey! I had my hand up! He interrupted.
Mr. Teacher looked at Tabbie, taken aback, as if he'd forgotten she even existed.
Oh! Well, you can answer the next question.
Tabbie gritted her teeth. She really didn't want to let this go, but everyone was staring and her stupid cheekbones were getting redder and redder.
That's just stupid! It's not fair!
Even as Tabbie clapped a hand to her mouth at her outburst, Mr. Teacher raised an eyebrow in judgment. The angry part of Tabbie wished she could smack the disapproving expression off his face. Her frustration withered away as she crumpled into herself, heart sinking.
I'll always be the first to get picked on. And the last pick for everything else.
How about you let me continue the lesson and the two of you can work together? This is Spirit Week and I really don't want to give any detentions for disrupting class.
Sounds cool. I'm sure Tabbie will come up with something really freaky. You know, given how into this stuff she is.
Oh yeah, totally. She's the type to freak people out. It's awesome.
They're clearly being sarcastic.
Too bad Tabbie works alone.
Like Batman. Ooh, or the Joker.
Eden grinned at Tabbie. Tabbie felt a horrified shiver run down her spine, and she braced herself for what was coming.
She looks like him too, if you turned his smile upside down.
Boy. The other students tittered at that in typical middle school fashion.
Hey, for real! Tabbie would be the best villain.
They're laughing at me now. They're all laughing at me. Because of him.
Settle down, class. And that's not nice, Eden.
Okay, maybe Eden's pretty mean.
Tabbie got me good earlier too. That's just how we do, right, Tab?
Maybe he thinks they're friends, but she does not think that. Eden held out a fist towards Tabbie. Tabbie fixed him with her best death glare.
Classic Tabbie.
Okay, girl.
Well, Tabbie, if you want, you can work with Eden and...
I am not working with Eden.
There's still a couple of other decorations up for grabs.
She scowled at Mr. Teacher.
Still picking Eden over me? Why? Why do they all love him so much?
Girl, they love you too.
What do they see in a bully like him?
The class moved on, but Tabbie just sat, reliving the feeling of everyone laughing at her. Soon all the decorations were assigned, and the class split off into their own working groups. Slowly, the room began to look more and more spectacular. As a reward for their hard work, Mr. Teacher handed out squeaky stickers, spouting Halloween facts all the while. But of course, he skipped over Tabbie entirely.
Hey, how come Tabbie isn't helping?
Psst! Tabbie! Do you want to join my group?
It's Not too late to team up if you want to do skeletons.
We reject people's invitation. Since Eden's our arch nemesis, we'll reject his. Our cologne. They were clearly taunting her. No point in staying around a bunch of bullies. Tabbie started packing up her bag and watching the clock anxiously. She would be the first one out of class when the bell rang.
I really think you should have been the one to do skeletons. We can talk to Mr. Teacher together if you like.
Tabbie's mind struggled to make sense of what was happening.
Wait, is he talking to me? What was his name again?
He had never even spoken to this popular kid before, much less seen him approach her general vicinity.
He's not making fun of me, is he?
Listen, you're not the only one Eden's burned before. Maybe together, we can finally knock him down a peg.
This isn't a trick, is it?
I am Calum, and this is no trick. I'll stand by your side.
Kaylin patted Tabbie on the shoulders and she recoiled, almost hissing at him. Personal space, please. But then oddly enough, Tabbie felt a tingle on her shoulder where he had touched her, like butterflies were dancing on her skin. Gross, she wasn't developing a crush, was she? Kaylin gave her a small smile.
So what do you say? Shall we tackle this together?
Wasn't that what she always wanted? To have someone see her, really see her as a person worth talking to? Now here was someone who was ready to back her up, at last.
Okay, we can stay behind after class then.
Perfect. I'll get Eden to stick around and we can tell Mr. Teacher what happened.
What? No! Just the two of us. I don't want him around.
No. Tabbie, trust me, he needs to be there.
No! He'll just ruin everything by charming Mr. Teacher, like always. I'm not going if Eden is.
Tabbie crossed her arms.
All right, as you wish.
Kaylin inclined his head at Tabbie in thoughtful agreement. As the rest of the students continued to work on bringing that Halloween spirit to life, Tabbie bounced in her seat, almost vibrating in place with sudden energy. Rarely heard Mr. Teacher announce to the class that it was time to clean up. Not long after the bell rang, the other students shuffled out the door until there was only Kaylin and Tabbie left. Tabbie turned her critical gaze towards Mr. Teacher and prepped herself to approach. Mr. Teacher hummed to himself, trying to ignore the grouchy elephant in that room. He reminded himself that he became a teacher because he wanted to inspire the next generation. He genuinely cared about his lessons and wanted everyone to enjoy his class. But for reasons out of his control, kids could be a real shitheads. Well, duh. Kids are evil. There were kids who tuned his lesson out, kids who rolled their eyes at everything he said. Even kids who managed to scowl at him for a full hour. Kids like tap the bones. You are aiding her enemy without even knowing. That's why she's angry. Her expression has been so disarming, so spooky, that he had been too nervous to even go near her. Now she was standing in front of his desk, with her arms crossed and equally wicked scowl on her face. What reason did she have to glower at him? If anything, if the horror stories from the other teachers were to be believed. Rumor had it last Halloween a girl with a permanently gloomy demeanor had attempted to bring butcher bones in as decoration. While the girl in question didn't have any bones on hand now, Mr. Teacher willed himself to be brave. He cleared his throat once, twice.
Tabbie, can I help you?
Tabbie took a deep breath, sensing the reservation Mr. Teacher had towards her. He was glad Caleb was with her.
I don't think you should let Eden decorate skeletons instead of me.
Mr. Teacher stared at her in stunned silence. Tabbie sped onward, afraid to lose her courage.
He's clearly a bully, and if you side with him, you're a bad teacher.
Mr. Teacher furrowed his brows, lip trembling ever so slightly. Ouch. He was hurt by Tabbie's words more than either of them probably expected. He could probably sniff out his long, people-pleasing tendencies. But he could just as easily put those away, especially if he could call out students who had slipped out of line.
Look, I'm not sure why you wouldn't let Eden get to his locker, or why you said he was scary looking. Yes, I heard what you said.
Tabbie glared at him, readying herself for an accusation. Mr. Teacher braced himself against his desk, trying to remain calm at the obvious hatred being beamed towards him.
I don't know what's going on between the two of you, But I'm going to call Eden here and we can resolve this once and for all.
Uh-oh.
No! I don't want to be near him. I want you to listen! Caleb agrees with me too.
Tabbie gestures at the spot next to her, only to be met with empty space. Mr. Teacher's frown deepened and he flexed his fingers in agitation. What kind of bluff was he trying to pull? There were no other students left in the room.
I'm sure we can resolve this right now.
Mr. Teacher got up from his desk, glad to be out of range from Tabbie's burning gaze. Poked his head out of the classroom, hoping Eden hadn't wandered off already. Luckily, the boy was still close by, chatting with a familiar green-haired student. Mr. Teacher felt vindicated at seeing Caleb out in the hallway. Clearly, Tabbie had been mistaken.
Eden, could you step inside for a moment?
Eden raised his eyebrows, but didn't hesitate to re-enter the classroom.
What's this about?
No!
Use your words, Tabbie.
Tabbie exhaled loudly. From the outside, she appeared to be flaring her nostrils in deep frustration.
You took the decorations I wanted. Again!
Eden shrugged.
No biggie. Let's do it together after class.
No biggie. Yes, biggie. You always get what you want.
Huh? Like when?
You get away with everything. Like that time you put gum in my hair and I had to cut off my pigtails.
When did I do that? I haven't even chewed gum since the 3rd grade. Oh, wait. Oh, that was you? I totally forgot.
Boy,
That's it? Do you have any idea how long it took to grow it back?
Okay. I'm sorry.
It's not funny. And Caleb agrees.
Caleb? What's Caleb got to do with this?
Mr. Teacher pinched the bridge of her nose, feeling an uncomfortable tingling in his brow, like a headache was settling in. Or worse, a migraine. Children were always so noisy. He hoped they would settle down soon. Not that they ever did. Never fast enough, never listening to his pleas to be quiet.
Be quiet.
But
Be quiet.
Tabbie and Eden both fell silent, unused to this harsher tone from their homeroom teacher.
There. Was that so hard?
If he didn't like noise, I don't think he should be teaching middle schoolers. No, it didn't need to be. All those years of being a doormat for kids, much too young to know better than him. Waves of resentment washed over him, built up from countless instances of holding his tongue of being the adult. That's right, he was in charge, not them. He needed to reclaim his space and authority.
Both of you, get out.
But
Teach? You look a bit weird. You know, pukey.
using Mr. Teacher as a distraction, I see.
Dude. That was low, even for Eden.
Please, get out.
Mr. Teacher's voice was strange and whispery. Eden probably hurt his feeling.
Aight. See you later, Teach.
What a jerk.
Mr. Teacher clutched his head, gritting his teeth.
Oh, should I get a nurse?
He didn't trust himself to speak. Instead, he shut his eyes tight, hoping Tabbie would be magically gone when he opened them again. Hover silently. Let's get his attention.
Mr. Teacher? Hello? Mr. Teacher?
Mr. Teacher clenched his jaw. He tried to ignore her, but her whiny voice was impossible to tune out, like the sound of a baby crying in the middle of the night. Mr. Teacher's eyes snapped open. The sight of Tabbie still standing around and glaring at him made his blood pressure spike. Why was that brat still here? Hadn't he told her to leave? She never listens, always thinking she was in the right, always thinking she knew best, a little brat like her. Tingling got worse, making it harder for Mr. Teacher to think clearly. Only one line of thought made it through the mental fog.
Mr. Teacher?
Tabbie shrunk back fearfully as Mr. Teacher smiled, a too wide smile with too many teeth.
You brats just love testing my patience, don't you? Bad students get detention, but that would be a bigger punishment for me than you. After all, children who don't listen are
Oh,
no
damn.
better
He's
than
fed up.
vermin. And as we know from history, vermin deserve a far worse punishment. Can you guess what that is?
Tabby backed away, bumping immediately into a desk. The blood seemed to drain from her face.
Oh, come on, Tabbie. There's a fun little sticker in it for you.
I would have ran away already if I were Tabby.
Tabbie, you should have paid more attention in class instead of scowling all the time. The answer is extermination.
What? Oh. Tabby jumped out of the way as Mr. Teacher's brand new claws just barely missed her arm. He's a monster?
Claws?
The desk that Tabby had just been standing in front of crumpled beneath Mr. Teacher's weight.
Oh.
No. What landed and stared at Tabby from the wreckage with cool, reptilian eyes was not Mr. Teacher. Instead... What the hell? Is that... a... What is that? He or it lunged at her once more. She dove under her nearest desk, but she didn't dare stare at it for long. Tabby crawled towards the next set of tables as fast as her poor athletic record allowed. The desk she had been under just flew across the room and shattered against the wall. With desperation and fear coursing through her, Tabby scrambled to her feet.
Please, 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 please!
Running in for the classroom door, Tabby pounced on the doorknob.
Of course, it's locked!
How was it locked?
Of course! Why would it work? Everything else seems to be going wrong, why not this too?
From behind, she could hear her warbled snarling before a dark shape sailed overhead. The pulverized debris of what had been a desk rained down on her. Tabby shrieked and covered her head. She tried the doorknob again, despite knowing it was no use.
Help! Someone! Help!
Tabby whipped around, pressing herself into the door like she might be able to face through it. The monster approached her with a bloodthirsty aura and clever eyes, got her cornered and he knew it. At the sight of this misshapen, uncanny, too-sharp grin, yet Tabby's lips gave out like her body knew the fight would be over soon. She couldn't blame them. Everyone always abandoned her in the end. Why try anymore?
It's useless. I'm useless.
There was nothing more she could do. It's not like Mr. Teacher was ever going to listen. He never had before, so why would this time be any different? She just wished, for once in her miserable life, someone would have really, truly stayed by her side. Ooh.
Hiya, Tabbie. I'm... What the crap?
Oh, I thought I got eaten. Mr. Monster chased after the new nuisance, his jaws wide, slapping wildly. Whatever the tiny creature was, it zipped around the room in a panic.
I'm Strength, and I'm here to guide you on your... What the bleep is this? Tabitha Bounce!
What is she supposed to do? Tabby gaped at the little guy in alarm. She had no energy left. The fight was as good as over. What did he even want from her?
Don't just stand there! Help!
Hell. Tabby took one long look at Mr. Monster's terrifying teeth and the tiny red being running around the desk, and hightailed it to the corner of the room, as far from them as possible.
It's a goddamn monster! I'm just a little girl! What are you anyway?
I'm a pixie! And I can't handle this on my own!
Mr. Monster spiked his strength, who darted into a corner of the room ceiling, temporarily out of his reach. Pixie Huff eyed Mr. Monster nervously, and threw an equally nervous glance at Tabby. Suddenly and unexpectedly, Strength brightened up, snapping his finger.
I've got it! I'll just give you some candy.
Is it really candy? Strength whipped out a sparkly wand the size of his body from who knows where.
How the hell is a piece of candy gonna help us right now? Also, I don't take candy from strangers.
Eat it or we'll die! It's magic!
Mr. Monster pounced at Strength, swiping across at the shiny object.
No toys in class.
Dude. The wand flew out of Strength's hand and spun towards Tabby.
Use the wand!
Tabby grabbed it, let out a few tactless swings, preparing to bash whatever came her way with it.
Not like that!
Despite zipping through the air to avoid Monster's jaws, Frank's voice reached to Tabbie with surprisingly clear instructions.
The candy, Tabbie! You have to eat the candy!
While Mr. Monster was still fixated on strength, Tabbie weighed her options. Let's eat that candy. Angrily, too. Tabbie gripped the wand with fear and fury. Hated being told what to do, but if it was a choice between suspicious candy and the jaws of a monster, she'd take the Jawbreaker any day. But it had better not be strawberry flavored. Kinda nasty sometimes, huh? Ooh! Looks so silly. This outfit is not. It's not giving. Tabbie tried to reorientate herself in space, frantically looking for the whereabouts of the monster in the room. Mr. Monster stared back at Tabbie, a bewildered expression on his face. He didn't seem to be coming after her just yet, but Tabbie quickly scanned the room for any sign of strength. Had he been eaten already? She had been ready to rip into him, demanding an explanation for, well, everything. She glanced down at herself, trying to pinpoint the source of the soft jingling noise she kept hearing.
What is this?
A giant pom-pom obstructed part of her view, beyond which all she could see was a gaudy mix of red and black.
What the hell is this? Is this a joke? I knew it. This is a goddamn prank, isn't it?
Well, that's new. It's okay, everything will be okay. We can work with this.
Maybe we could work with this. Finn continued his rambling, but was nowhere to be seen. Was his voice coming from inside Tabbie's brain?
Great. I definitely imagined him.
Well, it, seems like we're stuck together. Yup, I can't move at all, and that's totally okay. I'll just take you through everything. They didn't warn me about this, but it's fine.
God, this is it. I finally cracked. Even my imaginary friends are freaking out.
Tabbie started to shake, half crying, half laughing at this ridiculous situation. Bells on her horrific outfit jingled with her tremors. Mr. Monster tilted his head at the sound, eyes glinting. Oh, he's gonna be hella irritated.
Watch out!
Uh-oh. Mr. Monster was before her in 1 pound. His claws raked through the air, straight towards Tabbie's head. He really likes roaring a lot. With pure instinct, Tabbie dodged the attack, doing a black flip across the room.
Huh? Did I just do that? How?
That's the power of strength.
Ooh.
But I don't have strength. I can barely do a push-up.
You do now, Tabs. With me at the helm, we're unstoppable. Now get us out of here.
Tabbie did feel a little stronger than usual, but a backflip? Maybe that candy was magic.
What else can I do?
Wrangle the monster, throw a desk at it. Let's wrangle it. Taking advantage of his hindered speed, Tabbie snatched a string of skulls and caution tape off the walls. Now she was the one stampeding towards Mr. Monster. Tabbie grinned, knowing he won't be able to lay a single claw on her. He made several tight turns around the beast, wrapping the decorations around his legs with the speed of agility. Mr. Monster thrashed around violently, but the makeshift binding seemed to hold for now.
Oh, wait. Oh, there's something familiar about that monster. Those sparkles, maybe? Isn't that magic?
The decorations around Mr. Monster's legs began to tear.
Ah, Tabbie, that's not gonna hold! Quick, use the wand!
On cue, Tabbie swung the wand at Mr. Monster and beat him with it.
Not like that! Wave it around!
Tabbie aggressively waved the wand at Mr. Monster, managing to smack him in the face again. It's just knocking him out. I mean, that works another way. Mr. Monster slumped back, her eyes rolling around in pain.
I said around! Like, around!
Tabbie moved her arm in a wider circle, swinging the wand above her head like it was a lasso. Soft glow enveloped both of them. As if by magic, Tabbie felt the ridiculous outfit she was wearing pop up. Suddenly, she was back in her regular clothes.
Well, Glad that worked.
Mr. Monster's whispers fade into the groan of a rapidly approaching middle-aged teacher. The soft light dissipated. Mr. Teacher blinked once, twice. He struggled instinctively against the decorations binding his legs, then looked around the room, horrified. On cue, someone pounded at the door. Miraculously, the locked door swung open and students poured into the room. It was clear from the sound levels that a small crowd had formed outside. Gossipy chatter turned immediately into horrified gasps. They were audible from the hall and maybe even from other classrooms.
I thought I felt an earthquake or something. We couldn't get in.
What even happened here? Where's Mr. Teacher? Tabbie, what's going on?
Mr. Teacher? Are you alright?
No, why did Mr. Teacher turn into that? The other students quickly took in the sight of Tabbie limping over their bound and bruised teacher. Shredded construction paper and wood dust sputtered through the air. Tabbie's pride at having defeated the monster quickly shifted into nervous apprehension.
That Tabbie is something else. Did she seriously ruin our decorations?
How is that what you're worried about? Mr. Teacher looks like he's on the verge of tears.
Y'all don't see the claw marks on the chairs on the wall?
Is that really his name?
I'm okay. I'm alright. Okay. Oh, I think I might have broken a rib. Give me one moment.
The other students removed the decoration binding Mr. Teacher's legs, wincing when the paper cracks tore in the process.
Did she beat him up? I didn't know Tabbie could be so... I can't even think of a good word.
So horrible.
Horrible. His last accusation finally shook Tabbie out of her stupor.
It's not my fault. It was Mr. Teacher. He wasn't himself. He started throwing stuff at the decorations. That's impossible. Mr. Teacher wouldn't do that. He loves Halloween. You weren't there. He turned into a monster.
I can't believe you do all this and lie about it. We thought you were cool.
Now, hold on, guys. Let's hear Mr. Teacher's side of things. Is Tabbie telling the truth?
I'll be in the nurse's office.
He's in too much pain. Mr. Teacher got up with multiple groans and winces, gratefully accepting the support of nearby students.
Why won't he tell them?
Doesn't seem like he's in any shape to say much of anything right now, Tabbie.
I can't believe this! I can't believe you guys think it was all my fault!
Whose fault is it then? No one else was in here.
Just calm down, Tabs. If you explain yourself well enough, I'm sure they'll listen. Take a deep breath. In, out, and elaborate.
I already did elaborate! There's nothing left to say! I was in the room with Mr. Teacher, and he turned into that horrible beast! He was crushing desks and everything!
Real nice story, Tabbie. But what does that have to do with wrecking our decorations?
My poor paper pumpkin!
Man, these kids are so simple-minded. They only care about the decorations.
We're gonna get disqualified now.
But I didn't wreck them! And I wouldn't have even been put in this situation if it wasn't for...
Enough!
This back and forth is getting us nowhere.
Helen stepped forward and stood between her and the crowd of students. Despite his outburst, he didn't seem angry and smiled kindly at them instead.
I'm sure nobody meant any harm. Things happen, right? Why don't we all just drop the unpleasantness?
Jim is very suspicious, guys. For a split second, he directed his smile at Tabbie.
We can work out the details later. I'll talk to Tabbie, and...
We'll go check on Mr. Teacher.
Fantastic idea. Just what I was going to say.
I'll go too.
Thank you, Stu. You're a real trooper. As for everyone else, shoo. I promise. We've got this handled.
At Caitlin's authoritative direction, the group that had formed dissipated. After a few seconds, Tabbie was alone with a green-haired boy.
So, is this a friend of yours?
What? No! I don't hang out with other people.
Ah, how did I know?
Ignoring String's comment, Tabbie focused her attention on Caleb, unsure of what he wanted to say with her. or if she could still trust him after he disappeared on her. Oh, he has his own, I see. That last thought faded away as Tabbie noticed Caleb had a granule of his own on his shoulder. Unlike Strength, Caleb's pixie companion had a quieter energy. He stared at Tabbie with critical and sleepy eyes.
Looks like there was a lot of destruction.
Indeed, and yet our prize seems to have gotten away. For now.
She's like, what the hell?
Who are you again?
I am Caleb. We spoke earlier this morrow.
Why does he talk like that? Did he always? No, not you. That. The little guy.
The name's Magician. And you are Tabitha.
Oh, yes.
Hold on. Why does everyone know my name? My full name!
Caleb spoke again, pushing his glasses higher up on the bridge of his nose.
You have my apologies. It would seem as though my plans have slightly... what's the word? Misfired.
Misfired? Misfired? That's more than a misfire, you weirdo! You sicked that crazy monster on me?
The answer to that is ambiguous. Yes and no. Both can be, and indeed are, true.
Can you cut the crap? Explain yourself! And use words under 4 syllables, damn it!
My intentions all along have been to get that horrible bully in detention. He's a menace. An annoying, terrible menace. Like a cicada in an otherwise perfectly brewed cup of coffee.
Caleb's tirade came to a sudden halt as Magician vigorously tugged on his shoulder collar. In response, the boy tilted his head to listen as the pixie whispered something in his ear.
What's that? The metaphor makes no sense.
Okay. The Magician nodded.
Like a cicada in a screen door. All he does is make a racket without any care of who he's scaring.
I mean, Ethan didn't seem all that bad. He stopped for a moment, seeking the pixie's approval. I see, so the pixie had a charm in his personality. When Magician nodded again, Caleb took it as a permission to continue.
As you can see, I'm also a friend of Pixies. My most powerful ally is Magician, the pixie of manipulation.
Magician gave Caleb's collar a sharp tug.
A magical influence.
To manipulation.
I can stack any situation in my favor, with the extra power to trigger transformations, often of an unpleasant kind. The assignment was clear from the start. Get Eden to fight the teacher, or wet himself trying. Get Eden sent to detention, ruin Eden's reputation, book a vacation to celebrate, I don't know.
Why is he hate Eden so much? With each word that left Caleb's mouth, Strength's round little face twisted into an increasingly worried frown.
If that was your master plan, you failed, Four Eyes! You got me in hot water instead! Your stupid scheme was super convoluted. You think a big Dumbo like Eden could have survived those teeth long enough to get detention?
Right?
Even if you wanted to terrify him, you didn't have to deadlock the door. I could have been killed!
The door? But that's never happened before. Our power doesn't work on inanimate objects.
I told you it was a terrible plan, Caleb. You should have listened to me.
Caleb frowned, clearing his throat.
I didn't mean for you to get involved, of course. But you were never in any real harm. I would have stepped in. You understand? Had your powers not kicked in.
Uh-huh.
Everything was still within my calculations. And for your sake, we had to keep the monster contained. It would have been a disaster if the beast rampaged through the school. You might have been blamed for some kind of horrible witchcraft.
But how?
So, you were just looking out for me?
Exactly. You think I would have just abandoned you in your time of need?
Yes.
Of course not. I had to play my cards right for our sake. Which unfortunately involves subjecting you to close proximity with that orange-haired wretch. But he was almost in our grasp. Look how close we got.
Indeed. Imagine what the two of you could achieve together, fully powered up.
Yo, these pixies, aren't you supposed to be old? Can't you, like, tell them off or something?
Yes! The heights we could reach. The punishment we could inflict.
Or we don't think about that. I'm a big fan of talking things out instead.
Your execution was patchy at best, but I can agree that it would have been pretty
entertaining to see that guy suffer for once.
Yes! I knew you would understand. Only we can bring that candy gobbling fool to his knees.
So, what did Eden do to you?
What didn't that bully do? He got up to every bit of mischief in the book. I wouldn't be surprised if he'd commit arson on my house, if given the chance. I swear, it was that bad.
Oh, so it wasn't that bad. Yes, finally, someone else understood who understood what she had been through.
Right? He's always getting up to something. It's so frustrating.
It's always like this. He starts the fight and then kicks you while you're down.
Tabbie nodded, eyes glistening with vindication.
Things are different now, though. Even a wounded dog will bite. And anyone who would kick a poor, innocent, bone-loving puppy should expect the gnawing of teeth. The teeth of vengeance.
So what you're saying is, technically, we're not the ones in the wrong here. Eden is an annoying prick. So when I argued with Eden, it was probably his fault.
Huh?
Yes.
No.
In that case, what I really need to do is to use my powers to purge evil.
Yes.
What?
Like you said, there's nothing more evil than tormenting an already tortured soul.
Tabbie grinned gleefully, coming to her conclusion.
So if Eden is evil, then I can blast him!
Yes!
No! Are you crazy, Tabbie? You're not gonna blast some random kid!
He's not just some random kid, Strength! He's my rival. He's demented and cruel.
I think you guys are the ones that are demented right now.
Just look at him! Who knows what kind of fucked up and wicked plans are brewing under those cheap, box-dyed highlights? He's asking for a blasting.
If you blast him, you'll go to magic jail?
He's asking for a highly legal and purely metaphorical blasting.
Well, as fun as it would be to vaporize every annoying person on Earth, there are other ways to get revenge on them.
Fun? Wait, revenge?
What's wrong with some healthy spite, Strength? You look like someone pissed in your cereal.
Tabbie, we can't be talking about the same stuff here. Vanquishing evil is cool, but you're getting it all wrong. Evil isn't just whatever you don't like.
Well, it seems you're being outvoted at the moment. None of us like it.
Besides, vengeance is the strongest emotion there is.
The voice actor for the Magician reminds me of the voice actor for King and the Seven Deadly
Real
Sins.
strength happens when you want to move heaven and earth for a just cause, right?
And our cause is most certainly just.
I don't know about that.
Eighth grade boy.
An 8th grade boy!
The most evil of evil. The next day, oh man. It was a dark and stormy Tuesday. As thick clouds gathered overhead, the air inside Middling Middle School was charged with the fervent whispers of students spreading the latest news.
Did you hear?
That's what I heard too. All that effort.
Pumpkins are all ready to go in the multi-purpose room.
Today is
Tuesday.
Yeah, it is.
That's right! It's Tuesday, mascots! Today is the second day of Halloween Spirit Week, and you know what that means.
Oh, it's time to judge your homeroom decorations.
Yes. The judges will be around soon.
This happy PA guy, why is he doing this?
To check out all of your great work. So get those finishing touches in as soon as you can. Or don't. But don't worry if you don't win today. Tomorrow we'll be hosting more spooky activities for all mascots to enjoy. And now, sports. The volleyball team! Yay, volleyball!
Yay! Tabbie tuned out the rest of the announcement. Despite her bravado yesterday, she felt a sense of dread about entering her homeroom classroom. The gnawing ache in her gut at the thought of having to interact with her classmates wasn't anything new. But this was a weird feeling to having in light of recent events.
I'm all powerful now. Why should I be afraid of what other people think?
Drake popped up from inside Tabbie's hood, shaking his head vigorously.
No, you should be worried. That feeling, it's coming from a place of
Weakness.
Girl.
I was going to say guilt.
Drake climbed gingerly onto Tabbie's shoulder.
Listen to me, Tabbie. It's not weak to feel bad because you messed something up. Even if it wasn't your fault, but you also shouldn't brush everything off like nothing happened. You did cause some damage, right?
Yes. Exactly.
What? You're agreeing with me? I mean, that's great.
Drake took a closer look at Tabbie's eerily calm expression and rubbed his hands together uneasily.
What exactly is it you're agreeing with? You said it wasn't my fault. And it wasn't. So I shouldn't feel bad.
That's all you got out of that, huh? I mean, I guess what you're saying isn't entirely wrong. But Tabs, maybe, just maybe, with great power
comes great responsibility. Tabbie twirled one of her braids absentmindedly around her fingers.
With great power, I can finally even the odds. All my life, I've been in the lowest part of the food chain. Easy prey. It's not nice to prey on the weak, is it, Strength?
No.
Tabbie nodded sagely.
Like Calum said, I have vengeance to execute, evil to purge, on behalf of us weak victims everywhere! So I'm not going to waste time thinking about anyone's feelings, just like they never thought about mine.
As Strings struggled to turn the moment into a learning opportunity, Tabbie strode into class, head held uncharacteristically high. Oh, dang. That sucks. She froze in the doorway, shocked by the interior of the classroom.
What?
Tabbie expected everyone to turn at her entrance and start whispering about her. Said her classmates barely registered her presence at her or helpers. More bizarrely, the destruction left in the wake of her unexpected battle yesterday.
It's all fixed?
Fixed is a strong word.
Yeah, it very much is. Decorations have been painstakingly taped back together, some covered in a new layer of paint and glitter to hide the tears and cracks. A pile of broken chairs and tables were haphazardly set off to the side, and some students were sitting on the ground. Tabbie browed on strength, a commendable achievement considering the pixie had been clinging to her shoulder.
Did you do this?
Hey, don't look at me. I was in your backpack all night. It smelled like pencil shavings and old sandwiches. Don't know how I managed to rest in there.
If you didn't do it, then who?
Fellow classmates stared wide-eyed at Tabbie, who appeared to be raving at nothing.
Hi, Tabbie? Is everything okay?
Who fixed the... Everything is...
Oh, back to normal, right? Yeah, when we got here this morning, everything had been all patched up.
Oh. The other student gave Tabbie a careful look.
You know, at first we thought maybe you'd be the one to do it, but...
She gestured a figure sitting in an odd, face-down position, a dark bump of black and orange hair, streaked hair sprawled across the desk.
He's been half asleep all morning, and then we were like, of course.
Of course, it had been Eden.
Of course it had been Eden, getting on their good side, making me seem like a bad guy.
Well... He cautiously poked his head out from Tabbie's hood, making sure to steer clear view of the other students.
Tabbie, hey, stay calm. I know what you're thinking.
Staying behind without warning to fix everything so they would think it was me, and then think I wasn't that nice.
Bro, what is going on at home?
Hey, Eden, you awake, bro? Class is about to start in a few minutes.
A few other students gently patted Eden on the back, and he sat up with a jolt, startling more than a few of them.
Oh, thanks. Hey, I heard you were the one who patched all of our decorations, Eden.
Eden gave the curious onlookers a sleepy, lopsided half smile, but didn't confirm their suspicions. He really didn't have to. His fingers were still slightly crusted in orange paint and a solid layer of glitter. Tabbie heard a gentle pounding in the distance, like a war drum coming from a long way off. It took her a moment to realize it was the pounding of her own heart, slowly growing louder in her ears.
Yeah, thanks, Eden. You're our hero. Let me buy you a cookie at lunch. You've earned it.
Me too. Or like a soda or something. You work so hard.
Nah, I'm all set on sweets.
He gave a good-natured pat to the jack-o'-lantern lunchbox sitting by his backpack.
Oh, right. Forgot candy is like your thing.
So he just eats candy?
So cool that you don't have cavities. I wish I had your teeth.
Eden flashed him an award-winning pearly smile. To Tabbie, he felt disingenuous at best, insidious at worst. Like he was mocking her with how well he got along with everyone else. The pounding shifted into a distant roar in her ears, almost drowning out the nervous muttering of her classmates.
Lucky he got to it, right? Otherwise, we'd have to scramble at the last minute. Or, I don't know. Some people were gonna ask you if you weren't too busy to help out, too.
I bet they were relieved I didn't do it.
Girl.
Sorry, what was that?
No, Tabbie, come on. Nobody is saying that.
Right, strength, be her voice of reason.
They don't have to say it. I know. Just leave me alone.
Oh, okay.
I bet they were relieved they wouldn't have to buy gross little Tabbie a cookie.
The bell rang, signaling the start of class. Tabbie tried dutifully to her spot at the back of the classroom, placing her backpack on one of the few undamaged desks. Dang, how many desks did she throw?
Should have had Tabbie help, probably. I'm sure she wouldn't have minded. At least, I don't think she would have. I don't know anymore, honestly.
Ian laughed aloud, oblivious to Tabbie's darkening brow.
Tabs? Wait, no, you're right. Without Tabbie's help, nothing would have looked this horrifying. I bet she could have made it even worse.
Tabbie froze, her hand reached for the wand stashed into her pocket.
Oh, Tabbie, maybe he didn't word it right, but he probably didn't mean it that way.
I would hope so.
And if he did, well, forgiveness is commendable. It takes the most strength.
Letting someone get away with lies is not being strong.
All right, settle down, class.
Oh, he's back.
Let's take roll real fast before the judges get here and I release you all into the cafeteria for the start of our special Halloween activities. I'm sure you're all just as excited as I am to leave this whole mess behind us and move on to the pumpkin carving contest. It's not like giving knives to children can make things any worse.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Teacher? I know you probably can't see too well with all those bandages, but Eden did us all a solid.
Not up to date with the youth slang, but I take it to mean that he did something possibly good? I hope?
Yeah, he fixed all the stuff that Tabbie broke. I mean, sorry, Tabbie. I know you said you didn't do it on purpose, but everything was still broken.
Tabbie raised her hand faster than she had ever done so before. She didn't even wait to be called on, speaking boldly out of turn.
Can I use the bathroom?
Is that Tabbie? I mean, yes, sure. Tabbie, right, let me just mark you down as present and...
Tabbie didn't wait for her teacher to continue, peering at the roll sheet through his bandages before she left the room.
You're turning into a real delinquent, Tabbie.
I'm not the delinquent. Eden is. He's a bully and a manipulator. He has them all eating out of the palm of his hand still, like he's got candy for hands.
That is a horrific thing to imagine.
Well, imagine worse, because that's what Eden is.
You know, he's just an 8th grader, just like you.
Yes, exactly. Evil starts so young.
Not lying about that.
You're so right, yet so wrong.
Straight lets out a wheezy sigh as Tabbie walked right past the bathrooms.
Wait, aren't we going to the bathroom?
What, together?
I don't know.
From the other classroom, students began trickling out of the doors, heading out into chattering hordes towards the cafeteria.
I wasn't ever going to the bathroom. I was lying. Obviously. I'm going to put Eden back in his place right now. He won't beat me at my own game.
I don't think he's trying to beat you at anything.
Well, he can't. Eden doesn't have any powers. It was stupid of them to think he could ever fix anything. If they want a hero, I'll show them what a real hero looks like.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Me too.
Don't look if you're so scared. Real strength is doing things other people are too afraid to do.
I have a really, really bad feeling about this.
Tabbie snuck into the multi-purpose room, eyes alighting on the dark oblong shapes scattered evenly across the unlit floor.
I'm going to guarantee us a victory. Then they'll see. They'll all see.
Tabbie, why are you picking up those pumpkins? Where are you taking them? This isn't our classroom. Tabbie, no!
So her idea is just destroying everything. What is wrong with this girl? She's very troubled. Well. So I'm gonna end the episode here today. So Tabbie is clearly troubled, and she lives in her own head. She thinks people don't like her, but she doesn't bother to talk with anyone. Even, I guess that gum incident is what really just made her out to seem that, like, he's a bully to her. So that, in her mind, he's a bully, and everyone else is supporting him. But she can't see past that. Hopefully, at the end of this game, they become friends. Who knows? And maybe strength will be her voice of reason. But as the end of this episode, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!